Hey, how's it going, boys? What is up? Sars back once again, and today's specific Papega video, we'll be talking about Follow Me Brick Tiamat, because that's how it's gonna be. Yeah, and I do have her. I don't plan to test her. I don't plan to fucking slime her to level 100 immediately just to test her. That's not gonna happen. We're just gonna talk about her and what she has. I've already knew most of the stuff, so this is not exactly an impression video. So this is just the same old method that I had previously, but I'm just gonna talk about it with no gameplay shit, anything whatsoever on the screen. I'm just gonna look at the skills and talk about it, okay? Here we go. The first upgrade is her Follow Me Brick Ogi thing. So I noticed that this tends to happen very often. Like the damage that gets increased, so now it's now 500% instead of a 451. And she gets extra crest now on Ogi, which is great, cool, because yeah, that's the thing that she has right now. She has crest stuff included in her skill set, and her crest is on skill cap. I'm not sure why I made that sound, but yeah, skill cap. She has up to 50% damage and 10% cap, sure. That's great. We do not really have a lot of Wind Crest characters yet, right? Do we? No, not really. She's like one of the few ones, which is cool, I guess. And then her next upgrade is at level 90. And right? Yeah, there's no level 85. Level 90, Wings of Blessing. I meant Winds of Blessing. The cooldown goes down to 6 turns now, and she gains buff effects is now 30%. Is this still? Oh, it's still the same shit. Yeah, still the same shit. So now she has 30% attack up and defend up, cost bar remove, cause it used to cost 10% of a bar. So that shit is gone. Also restore all allies' HP based on Tiamat's number of Typhoon Crest. How much is that? Okay, so it's 20% based on allies' HP, so based on how many crests as well. So she can heal up to 3500. So the base is at 1000. It increased by 500 HP every single crest stack. 3500 is actually quite high though. 6 turns cooldown. Kinda neat, I suppose. 6 turns cooldown for 3500 heal is actually not bad, I suppose. Okay, then her second upgrade is this one. Yeah, this is the big one that I remember hearing people mention about, which is amplify damage against earth foes by 20%. The Seraphic modifier. So boost to win allies' skill specs based on the number of this. Yeah, oops, why the fuck did I click that? Boost to skill damage specs takes effect even when Tiamat is a sub ally. Sure, when Tiamat is a main ally, also amplifies all win allies' damage against earth foes by 20%. So yeah, this is the thing I remember hearing about, where technically this does not stack with your Seraphic weapon. So if you have Tiamat Full Lumen Break in your front line, it's better to just get rid of that weapon altogether. So you can just slot in some other shit, and Tiamat is technically like your Seraphic weapon, more or less. So yeah. Level 100 upgrade is her third skill. And at level 100, Typhoon Crest is at 5. It changes to Supercell. Oh, so once the Typhoon, the crest goes to 5 stacks, it changes the icon to this? Or is this the new icon already? Okay, so at level 100, the damage cap increase, blah blah blah. Higher damage, more higher cap and stuff. The last Sky Rending lasts for 2 turns. So this lasts for 2 turns, okay. 25% attack down base accuracy increased to 90%. Also inflict 25% defend down to all foes. All allies also gains Typhoon Crest. So this thing is a 6 turns cooldown, right? 6 turns cooldown. Debuff duration is still the same shit, 180 seconds. And when Tiamat's own crest is at 5, skill changes to Supercell. 1000% win damage to all foes. Damage cap is like 1.2-ish mil. Inflict the delay as well. And Sky Rending Layman. What's this? Charged diamonds don't fill up, can use special attacks. Oh, that's pretty much Raphael and Olivia's S1, right? Yeah, so she still has this. This doesn't change. 30% boost to attack and 30% boost to dodge rate when Tiamat has mirror, which you can only gain every 8 turns unless you're using Magna Wind, which you can get mirror all the time. And if you're using double Tiamat too. Yeah, I guess it's alright. I mean, it's her EMP as well is still somewhat okay. Doesn't seem to be that bad. I mean, I've seen worse, but it's okay. I mean, at least she has skill cap and debuff success based on... Yeah, she does do a lot of debuffs as well because of her S3. This one is multi-attack rate when it's not debuffed. How much is that? Question mark. Question mark. I mean, it's cool that you get skill cap now, and at least now Win has some sort of like a skill cap base character that you can technically put in the backline if you're planning to use that. But like, the problem with that is that you wouldn't exactly use the main hand opus. You wouldn't really go main hand opus in Win because it's a spear, and a lot of times you don't really go spear as your main hand. So there's the only other way to get Crest is just basically slotting in the character with Crest, right? You don't really use that shit all that much. That or you have like your lots of summons to bump it up really quickly. The one for like what's the fucker called? I forgot the name. It's some chick, right? Wasn't it like some chick? Yeah, this bird chick. Yeah. Elil. I think that's how you pronounce the name. But yeah, that works too. It's either that or you use that, which in today's terms is kind of hard to slot in summons, right? If you're like relatively deep into the game already. If you're relatively new and you have that summon, I guess it's okay. Especially if Tiamat does, I guess, would definitely kind of help a little bit as a new player because she helped debuffs. She helps heal a little bit. She helps buff you up a little bit. She helps nuke a lot. I guess she kind of nukes a little bit. And she gains crest quite easily. And she can also technically allow you to get the seraphic weapon-ish into your weapon in your grid without even slotting the actual weapon into your grid. At a current standpoint for Tiamat, you need to get her to level 100. That's the only thing. You basically just need to slime her, and you don't exactly have to force yourself to farm the seraphic weapon for win, which is kind of nice for like for a player that is still relatively starting out and shit. Because I can assure you that getting a seraphic weapon to SSR is a fucking pain in the dick as like for a player that is relatively starting out, right? So it's pretty nice. It's honestly pretty nice because also not just that, you can also slot in something else which you probably already gotten for free or something, depending on what if you've already been collecting all the free shit that Saigins has been providing like the last few years or some shit. I don't know, if you're farming some extra stuff, you can just slot in another extra weapon. You could put in your Cosmos or whatever shit. You can put in just basically any weapon that probably will bump up your power, your raw power a little bit if you're using her, right? If you're having, or if you're already at that point that you have a seraphic weapon and shit, she's probably maybe only used for a full auto or some shit during Guild War or something, right? If you're looking for that kind of character, because yeah, she can heal because this thing is a yellow border. She can automatically match this skill. It's not a green border, so you automatically press that. So full auto will definitely help. She might probably be used in Guild War for full auto, for all I can see, because she also have this. You can also remove that weapon, blah blah blah. You can have debuffs here as well. You don't really have to bring debuffs on your MC. You can bring something else, whatever shit, and you can use monkey. You can also use your Kokoro shit, slot her in, then full auto, and let things happen. Yep, then should be fine, I guess. I mean, if you're already at that point, of course, but if not, then I don't think it really matters too much. Because like for this one, it's just kind of like whatever though, if you ask me. This guy rending layman shit. It's kind of whatever. This debuffs are kind of okay. Getting Typhoon Crest is kind of nice. I mean, she looks pretty straightforward, like a supportish kind of character. I mean, for like my case though, I don't think I'll be bothered to use her at all. Yeah, I'll only consider using her when it comes to full auto stuff in Guild War. But I don't think I'll be doing that because, well, I'm not gonna get her to level 100 when Guild War starts. I'll get her to level 100 probably at day 3 or day 4 of Guild War, so I'm gonna use Guild War to level her. I'm not gonna get her to level 100 before Guild War, so... but yeah, either way though, the whole skill cap thing, I feel like it's pretty cool. I mean, it's only like 10% cap. It's nice. But I don't think it really does too much for players like myself right now. Like, maybe past like mid-game to like near end-game players or whatever. Skill cap doesn't seem to be like something that is really fully emphasized yet in Win. Probably a little bit because you have the character like Meteon and shit, but then again, for a character like Meteon, you just probably focus on autos instead, right? Rather than fucking fucking skill damage and shit. But like, yeah, for a character like her, she's definitely more helpful for players that are still relatively in the early stages. She's actually really good for players, for those kind of players right now. She's pretty good. The only problem is that, well, you have to level her to 100, so enjoy sliming her to 100, by the way. But besides that, I don't think there's really much else to say about her though. Like, she's decent. She's slightly better now. You know what's the funny part though? If you didn't know, I did put her under the garbage tier in my tier list, but she's not exactly full-blown garbage. Even before her full moon break, she's actually okay. It's just that if you like, the main reason is like she only has this weird ass, stupid ass debuffs, and this veil and mirror image thing, which you can technically, I don't know, get that from being a Magna player. Yeah, if you're already a Zeph player, I don't think you even need her. Maybe for the sake of full auto you might consider, but I honestly think if you're already at that point with Zeph and shit, you even want to consider just using Grimnir or some shit as your full auto either way. I don't even think you want to consider using her in your full auto if you have the likes of Grimnir or whatever. Especially at that point as well, if you already have like Sleepy Potato as well. Like, what's the point, right? This is definitely a character just to fill in the blanks for like the new player and shit like that. So if you're like still relatively new, she will help you for sure. But other than that, I don't think she's really gonna do much either way. It'll be even bigger, right? If this thing stacks to your Seraphic. If this thing stacks to your Seraphic, it's like, whoa! That's fucking OP. Okay, yeah, cause just imagine this is stackable with your Seraphic weapon. That shit is so fucking broken, man. Can you imagine your goddamn you know, you're at your damage cap and the amount of damage you're actually getting just from having her and Seraphic weapon in there? God damn, man. I mean, it's totally understandable though, the reason why it's not stackable. 20% is huge. Yeah. I mean, the other thing is like, well, she's staff as well and melee, which kinda similar to the likes of the other few characters that you use very often in Win as well. You can consider using those, but still more like for early game to mid game players though, for a character like this. I mean, yeah, I could probably just put her in the back line if you're planning to use like Opus main hand or some shit, right? But other than that, I don't think I really even consider using her at all. Skill cap is kind of nice, but like you don't really need to use that at all these days. Win is all about Ogi and auto mashing anyway. Yeah, you can just Samai and full auto shit with like either Catcilia or Sleepy Potato and call it a day, right? You don't even need a character like her. So yeah, this only will help like early game to mid game players. So yes, that's it. That's it. Ah, yeah, that's it. Like, subscribe, comment, Papega, Ricardo Flick. You know the drill. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video or on stream. Bye.